This guy's name is Jake, and he's hands down the best detective in the precinct when it comes to cracking cases. At a crime scene, while his partner was interviewing the store owner, Jake was off to the side casually messing around with a camcorder and a small keyboard. When his partner asked him to be serious, Jake had already figured out who the culprit was. Turns out, the store had a hidden security camera, and Jake had already seen the robber's face. Back at the precinct, the detectives were about to get a new captain, and no one was thrilled about it. Why? Because their old captain let them do whatever they wanted and have fun on the job. While Jake was complaining about the new captain's arrival, the captain appeared, right behind him. Jake immediately wished he could disappear into the floor. To make matters worse, the first thing the new captain asked Jake to do was wear a tie. Then came a new case, a shooting in an apartment. Strangely enough, the only thing the suspect took was a $6,000 ham. At the crime scene, Jake was examining the area while quietly gossiping about the captain with the other detectives. You can probably guess what happened next. The captain overheard everything. Awkward. Again. Unbothered, the captain told them to go door to door and question the neighbors. But the neighbors? Each one was weirder than the last. After finishing the neighborhood sweep, Jake returned to the precinct to give the captain an update. He proudly showed off the tie he was now wearing. Though it looked absolutely terrible, the captain was speechless, told them to get back to work, and continue investigating the case. Jake suspected the killer might be a chef, so he and Charles headed to a nearby restaurant to ask around. One chef immediately stood out, acting suspicious and denying everything without even looking at the photos. So Jake and Charles did what they do best. They acted out a dramatic scene right in front of him. Realizing he was caught, the chef bolted. Jake quickly drew his gun and tried to stop him, but the chef was shockingly agile. He knocked Jake's gun out of his hands, pinned Charles against the ice cream display, and rubbed his face into it like a maniac. The suspect escaped. Since Jake and Charles hadn't officially reported their plan, the captain held them responsible for the escape. As punishment, Jake was sent to the file room to organize case records. But even buried in paperwork, Jake never gave up on the case. Analyzing the soil from footprints found in the victim's apartment, he narrowed the suspect's location down to a specific neighborhood. And sure enough, Jake's instincts were spot on. But once they arrived, they froze. It was a massive warehouse complex, with 3,000 identical doors. Still, Jake's sharp eye caught a detail no one else noticed. One latch was slightly undone. He called it immediately. The suspect was inside, and just like that, they made the arrest and closed the case.